Welcome back to PA Live. Did you know that our studio is located here in Wilkes-Barre, which is in Luzerne County?
Yes, interesting enough, this area has some intriguing history.
Much of which you can observe by simply taking a stroll.
And honestly, Haley, despite living here most of my life, I still find so many things that surprise me. And now we have a very special extended version of my Destination NEPA walking tour of the Diamond City. Take a look. 94 years ago, the great Bambino Babe Ruth hit the furthest ever recorded home run ball in the history of the sport. And you can play baseball here anytime you like. That is why Wilkes-Barre is one of NEPA's top destinations. Growing up and living most of my life in Wilkes-Barre, fun facts like that one truly made this town a special place for me.
It is so exciting that this is in my backyard.
And just a short time ago, Babe Ruth's granddaughter, Linda Ruth Tissetti, visited Wilkes-Barre to see where her granddad hit that famous 600-foot-plus homer.
It knocked me out when I was standing on the spot where it landed, and then I looked back at where he hit it from. I went, whoa.
A lot of my friends have been made on this field.
If they play in the park and pick up a bat and ball and start, he would have been the happiest in the world that was happening.
Who knew that opening a box of Cracker Jacks is harder than a game of baseball?
Chris, next time we're coming through, I'll give you a call and we can meet on the field. I would love that.
Now people see what's happening in the city of Wilkes-Barre, that new beginning I talk about. We still have the history. We still have what's happened in the past that we're keeping, but we have new things happening.
And one of Wilkes-Barre's leading creatives is Tony Brooks of the Wilkes-Barre Preservation Society.
A lot of people don't know we have 215 historic buildings that are along Franklin Street and River Street.
His current project is restoring the Zebulon Butler House, Wilkes-Barre's oldest home, after a grassroots funding campaign garnered the money needed to save it from demolition.
It was raised right from the neighbors in this neighborhood, which is a great story about community involvement to preserve unique historical assets that mean something to a neighborhood.
You can even see sections of the log cabin the house was built upon in its basement.
This is, you see,
This has been a part of Wilkes-Barre for...
since 1773, really since the beginning.
And just a stone's throw away down the street is a mansion built for the man credited with creating the modern-day discounted merchandise store.
This was a house that was built in 1916 for Frederick J. Weckeser, who was part of the Woolworth Corporation. And I like to say it's the house that nickels and dimes built.
While touring the mansion, I happened upon a bust of a very familiar man, which had me question Tony about his connection to Wilkes-Barre.
Ben Franklin was the head of government in 1786 when our county was founded. So you can kind of say Ben Franklin helped found Luzerne County.
Wow, well thank you, Ben Franklin. And who knew that the county that Wilkes-Barre sits in has a connection to him?
It certainly does.
It's electric.
The lawn of the Luzerne County Courthouse is home to a quirky and unique statue.
Yeah.
Wait, so who is in your photo? That's you.
And my grandmother. And a little beagle named Lady, who was my first dog.
And Brooks estimates that thousands have taken their photograph with it. 70 years ago, my grandmother sat on this exact deer, and for the first time in my life, I'm sitting on it today. And did you know that Planters Peanuts was birthed and once headquartered in Wilkes-Barre?
As a child growing up, I can remember coming to Public Square and you'd smell the peanuts roasting in the store. And it just lit up your whole day.
And a hallmark of Brown's inaugural term is to restore a once popular train station into a Mr. Peanut Museum.
It's going to be open to anyone. It's going to be free of charge. We welcome everyone. And we want them to make sure that they have a place to come and to live and to gain employment and be part of our future.
Wilkes-Barre has a lot to offer, and I think you too will find it utterly amazing.
Oh, I love it. What a great story. Great job, Chris.
Holy cow.
Holy cow. Now, if you're familiar with Wilkes-Barre at all, you've probably seen that cow.
Yes, it's named 30 Nina since it's situated on Route 309.
You may have also noticed that little accent over the E during the story.
Yes, that's because the city was co-founded by Frenchman Isaac Barry, but over time the popularity of using that accent lessened.
Huh, who knew?
Tony Brooks knew, and he's coming up next.
Yeah, stick with us. Chris sits down with Tony Brooks live in studio to learn more about the Wilkes-Barre Preservation Society.